Today's horoscope, Taurus June 2nd, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With Venus and Chiron aligning in your solar house, the chance to dig deep and get to the heart of a relationship or private matter can emerge. It's a time for emotional repair, healing, and deep understanding. It's also a fine day for discovering what or who you value or for such things as research and analysis with an extra dose of int. You wish in working on your side. Emotional honesty is essential now, and fortunately, it comes more easily than usual with this heart-opening transit. You are courageous but also sensitive in the face of discoveries, as it's also a time when things can easily touch a soft spot. In fact, you may be heading right for that soft spot, as the desire to repair is strong. While the moon heads into your sign and brings things out into the open late today, there's a strong focus on your inner world most of he day. Saturn, the great taskmaster, takes nearly 3 decades to go around the sun. This means that Saturn stays roughly 3 years in each zodiac sign. Currently, we are in a nearly 3-year transit of our great taskmaster orbiting within the fiery skies of Aries. Aries is a cardinal fire sign and rules independence, passion, desire, and conquest. Aries is on the polarity of relationships with Libra. Because of this, Saturn will not only bring life lessons about how we assert ourselves also how we balance our perspective within partnerships. Saturn narrows our attention to key issues during his flight amongst the stars, so we should prepare for karmic lessons around these ideas at this time. Your participation is crucial in the latest round of projects. Perhaps you have a vital connection or you hold the last bit of information needed to make things happen. Whatever it is, speak up. When you feel lost and like you don't know what you want, stick to your routine. With the proper care of your body, good, fresh food, plenty of water and exercise, the subconscious will eventually reveal itself. Create a nurturing and predictable pattern for yourself today. Breathe consciously. A basic hatha yoga workout would help quiet your mind. Whatever message is hidden inside of you will come out as long as you prepare yourself to receive. Let go and embrace the step of not knowing. Don't shy away from good clean competition. Even if this is something that usually makes you nervous or uneasy, the essence of this day's vibration can give you the confidence you need. Whether it's a job or romantic interest you're after, know that you have just as good a chance as anyone. Take pride in your abilities and allow the strength of this energy to take hold and move you in the right direction. You may just surprise yourself. In her last weekend in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart and of a nostalgic trip down memory lane that will end with her return next week. News, your ruling planet and the planet that rules through the heart is evoking a sense of nostalgia. As Venus aligns with Chiron, the planet of healing, this brings a chance to lay some old ghosts to rest, while support from the Moon and Mars is helping to push through old roadblocks and barriers, whether real or imagined. With Venus set to return to Taurus in time to get the most out of Uranus' final month here, there is a chance to first start setting yourself free from the past. In the lead to the Moon's return to your romantic sector tomorrow, and especially as it will spend the early days of the new working week here, the weekend makes this the perfect time to put some guardrails in place. Even if just in your own mind and when it comes to deciding to make a balance between work and play a priority. This will be a practice run ahead of Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos return to your romantic sector in 16 days. Daily Planetary Overview. It's a quiet ache, one that can creep in even when you're surrounded by company. Today's astrological alignment, Venus conjoining Chiron in Aries, brings that feeling into focus. It gently challenges us to ask, is it better to be alone than to feel alone with someone who just doesn't see you anymore? This celestial event shines a light on emotional wounds related to love, self-worth, and connection. Venus, the planet of relationships, beauty, and values, meets Chiron, the wounded healer. When this happens in Aries, the sign of individuality, bravery, and instinct, it's a cosmic cue to turn inward and ask ourselves some important questions. Am I truly being cared for? Am I compromising too much of myself to stay connected to someone else? Am I honoring my needs in love, in friendship, even in my family dynamics? If your answer is no, you are not alone. And more importantly, you don't have to stay stuck in that space. Today offers you the clarity and courage to listen to your instincts. That quiet inner voice that's been nudging you to make a change? It's growing louder now. Whether it's about letting go of a toxic tie, redefining the boundaries in an existing relationship, or even reaffirming your own self-worth after a long period of doubt, this energy is here to guide, not to shame. It reminds us that healing isn't always found in holding on, sometimes it's in choosing yourself. Perhaps you've been putting off a decision, hoping things would get better and their own, hoping someone else would change. But with this transit, you may finally find the strength to move forward, not because you've given up, but because you're ready to rise. And that, in itself, is healing. What's powerful about this moment is how it sparks energy in other areas of life too. You may feel a renewed sense of vitality, a fire that inspires action. This is a great time to refocus on personal goals and revisit ideas you've been sitting on. That dream project, that creative pursuit, that health goal you've been thinking about, it's not just a passing thought. It's a seed that's ready to be planted. Take steps, however small, towards something that matters to you. At work, even if new challenges appear, the universe seems to offer support just when you need it. Maybe a colleague steps up unexpectedly. Maybe a mentor gives you advice that changes your perspective. Stay open to help from surprising places. Sometimes the most unlikely interactions become pivotal turning points. Don't dismiss these moments of assistance just because they don't arrive in the form you expected. In terms of your health and wellness, this is also a beautiful time to lay the groundwork for long-term well-being. It doesn't require a radical overhaul. In fact, slow and mindful shifts are often the most lasting. Whether it's cutting back on habits that no longer serve you, or adopting something as simple as a 10-minute morning walk, these gentle commitments can have profound effects over time. And if you're feeling a bit more social today, don't be surprised. Conversations may flow more freely, and people seem more eager to connect. It's a great day to reach out, even if it's just to check in on a friend or chat with someone who makes you laugh. The energy is vibrant, full of curiosity and warmth, making it easier to communicate openly and honestly. So if there's something you've been meaning to say, now might be the right time. Financially, this is a day for smart listening. You've got good instincts. There's real value in seeking advice. Whether you're considering an investment, a purchase, or simply looking to better manage your resources, talk to someone who knows the terrain. You don't have to figure it all out alone. You may be surprised at the opportunities that arise simply by being willing to ask a few good questions. And let's not forget the importance of movement, of doing something active, not just for your body but for your spirit. If you've been feeling stuck or sluggish lately, physical activity could be the release you need. Not in a forced way, but in a joyful one. Call a friend for a walk, try that online dance class you've been eyeing, or simply stretch to your favorite playlist. There's something incredibly uplifting about shared movement. When you move with others, you're reminded you're not carrying the weight of life alone. So today, honor yourself. Not just the polished version that shows up for others, but the raw, honest, brave self that sometimes feels unsure, yet keeps going anyway. There is strength in recognizing what you need, and even more in acting on it. We all experience these crossroads differently, but the journey to healing and self-trust is one we share. And it's one worth walking together. You are worthy of connection that feels mutual. You are allowed to choose peace, even if it means letting go. And you are capable of building a life that feels full even when you stand on your own. Until next time, take care of your energy and let it lead you home to yourself.